Hey guys, Dan here from YGA and welcome back to our Ionian study. And in the last lesson, we really mapped out those major pentatonics. And now what we're going to be doing is adding two notes to that to create what I like to call the full scale. So a full 7-note scale, which we will then apply to our Ionian mode. So we'll be able to create the Ionian mode across the entire fretboard by just adding two notes. So pick up your guitar and let's get started. Okay then guys, so if you've just joined us on this course, then remember that you can get the tab, the backing tracks, the full write-up all over on our website, absolutely free, if you just click the link in the description. As well as that, please do like and comment. We love to hear how you're getting on with the course. And if you have any questions for us, then please go ahead and write them down in the comments and we'll answer every single one of them. Okay, so let's go through this. Now, first thing to just do quickly is to just quickly look at that major pentatonic and see what notes are in it. So we've got, if I did the G major pentatonic, I've got the root, the second, the third, the fifth, the sixth, and then the root note again. Now, if we come back to that original Ionian shape, we actually were missing a couple of notes, weren't we? We were missing the 4th degree and the 7th degree. From that pentatonic. So the pentatonic gives us 5 of the notes. So if I just look at G major as an example, I've got a G, an A, a B. I'm missing the C, so I'm going to be adding that back in. I've got the D, I've got the E, but I'm missing the F sharp, which I'm going to add back in. Now, those 2 degrees are called the 4th degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 7th degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I add those 2 back or on top of that major pentatonic, I get the full scale, okay? And again, let me reiterate this point. At this stage, we're learning it for Ionian. We're deliberately learning it for major, for Ionian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are our degrees, okay? But once you've learned these shapes, once you've spent the time learning these shapes, you will be able to apply them to minor, to Dorian, to Phrygian, to every single major scale mode, okay? So it's endlessly useful and practical, okay? It's so important. And really, for most people, we never need or want to get past those major modal scales, you know, the simply, you know, using the major and minor scale, that will get you through most genres of music without even considering anything else. And so you only need really these pentatonics, 5 pentatonics, and 5 full scale shapes, which is what we're going to do here. So it's massive amount of stuff that we can just reuse and work with to understand every single mode. Okay, so this is a good lesson. This is what I'm going to say. This is a great lesson. So let's kind of go through this. So the theory is we're adding back in the 4th and the 7th to every single pentatonic box. And we're just going to kind of now take the time, we're going to do that, and this is your study. This needs to be like your warm-ups, your guitar gym. Every single day, get these shapes learned, okay? So, the first box, this box 2 of the pentatonic in G major, is going to end up looking like this. And we've done this one already in the first lesson, so I'll go through this one quickly. But we've got root, and we're now doing it in degrees of the scale. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So we're adding the 4th to the pentatonic box. 5th, 6th, 7th, we're adding the 7th, root. We know that one already. Then we've got the pentatonic box, 2nd, 3rd, but let's add the 4th. Remember, the 4th is just the semitone up. Then the 5th, the 6th, we've already got that. And if the pentatonic box was true, we'd go to the root note there, but first we're going to hit the 7th. Okay. So all in all, we've got this shape. And then back down. G Ionian. Okay, Okay, there we have it. Okay, so we kind of know that shape already. So let's now, if you want to pause and just go over that, please be my guest. Now let's move on to shape 3. So this is shape 3 of our pentatonic box. Remembering our root notes as we go through them. And let's fill this one out now, okay? So this shape in the Ionian, in G Ionian, starts on the 2nd degree, then 3rd, then we're going to add in the 4th, okay? Then 5th, 6th, 7th, and then root again. Okay, so now we're expanding this shape to become, and then we're going to keep going. So root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So we've added in, just think of your pentatonic box. And now we've added in that one, not that one, this one, that's the 4th, root, 7th, there's the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and of course it wants to resolve to the root there, okay? So, as you're going through these, I would highly recommend doing the pentatonic and then doing the full scale. Always trying to resolve to a root note of G, the major root note, okay? By doing that process, we learn to add in those 4th and 7th degrees because they're powerful notes. If you're looking to really define the Ionian, then of course, you know, every note will help, but that 4th and that 7th, that's really quintessential this mode, okay? So as I'm kind of jamming over a track, so if I'm kind of jamming over that G drone again, you know, doing the pentatonic will get me so far. It's great, obviously, major pentatonic sound. But when I bring in that 4th and that 7th degree, listen to how that Ionian mode starts to ring out. This is the sound. This, in my mind, this is the sound of Ionian. So the pentatonic is great, but that's Ionian. Okay, that's Ionian. So I know now I can rely on my pentatonic licks because I know them so well. But now if I use the scale shape and add in that 4th and 7th, I know how to target those notes. Okay? So, this is how I work it through. This is how I think is the best way to work it through. Same with Dion, and it's just something that it's a great way to do it because you've got stuff that you can already do. So you're not ever lost in the mode. And then as you get better and better at it, you can really learn to target key notes within those scale boxes that you already know and love to bring out the sound of that mode. All right. So let's now go off and do shape 4. So box 4 as a pentatonic is this, of course. And now we're going to bring in those extra notes. So we're starting on the major 3rd here. So we've got 3rd, 4th, so we're bringing in that note now. 5th, 6th, 7th, that's one of the notes we're bringing in. And then root. Then as we continue through the box, we've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, that's a big, big note. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So let's just go through that shape. Remember, if you're not sure on the shapes, head on over to the website. If you're looking at this on YouTube, and you'll see these written out nice and clearly. As well as that, if you downloaded the course, then you can see it in the workbook. So, resolving back to that G, okay, that root note. So that's shape 4. Now we've got shape 5 coming up. So let's do shape 5. Remember, as you do each one of these shapes, take your time. So as I'm doing that shape 4, get my little drone back on. Try and learn it in the context of the sound. Okay. Now I'm not going to do it here on camera because otherwise this will be a 30-minute long video, but that's what you should be doing. That's the process I would suggest. Now, as we move up to pentatonic 5, we're now going to be adding those 4th and 7th degrees to this. So we actually kick off back a sorry, we're going to kick off here, that's correct. So we've got, that will be the 5th, here's the 5th, 6th, 7th, root note, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, how did that one? 5th, 6th, 7th, root note, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Again, resolving to that root note within the scale box. So this is box 5. Now we've added those extra notes in. Again, get your drone on. And have a little play around with that, okay? Oops. And then we've got box 1. So now we're going to move up to box 1. Again, resolving to those root notes. And let's add in those extra notes now. So this is the 6th. So we've got the 7th and the root. Then we've got the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So we've added that in. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Oh, sorry, root note. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and root. So the whole shape. Really trying to revolve around that major. Put the drone on for it. Okay. So, there we have it. We've got 5 box shapes, which we've now added the 4th degree and the 7th degree. 4th, 7th, just checking my motor skills are still functioning after my brain is exploding. So we've got all shapes going there. And now is your turn. And this is a long process. You know, this will take some time. We've got lots of application in this course so that you can kind of work with this. But that's really your goal now. Those 5 pentatonic boxes expand to 5 full note boxes, let's call them. So they're kind of 7 note boxes rather than 5, which are the pentatonic ones. And now we know how to apply them to the Ionian key. It's as simple as that. So in the next lesson, we'll talk about kind of moving that about into different keys a little bit before tackling a solo. But essentially, that's your work that you need to do now. So take your G major, take the 5 boxes, expand them to 7 notes in each box, and then have a play around with the drone and just get more and more used to these shapes, targeting that 4th degree and that 7th degree. And of course, just have a lot of fun with it. It needs to go straight into your guitar gym, your warm-ups. You know, a lot of you guys might kind of do spider exercises to warm up. Just kind of ditch those for a little bit, and it's just all about these scale shapes. Okay, just get them learned. Okay, so that's it from me in this YouTube lesson. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please remember that you can get the next lesson right here, or you can start from the full, you know, right at the beginning of the playlist, right here as well. Along the way, please do make sure to like each lesson, subscribe to our page, and leave a comment. We love hearing from you, and we'll answer every single question that you have.